So you have an iPad like I have an iPad, and you know how valuable these are, how expensive they are, and how important it is to protect them from all sorts of harm. But you would also like that form of protection to be useful, to be practical, to be stylish, and above all else, to be durable. You've searched, you've used a bunch of different cases and haven't been pleased with any of them. Is this ringing a familiar bell? Well, straight ahead, we're going to take a look at what the folks at ZUGU have to offer as we unbox this case, put my iPad into it, and run it through its paces. Stick around. Hello friends, Bill here. Welcome into Bill's Reviews and Tech Tips. And our time together today is kind of a combination of a review and a tech tip because it revolves around properly protecting your iPad. I have an iPad Pro, it's a 12.9 inch and it's with me everywhere I go. I use this all the time for my radio show, for different research, and just for having fun with, as iPads are designed to do. But I have been through a number of protective cases over the last few years, and I haven't found anything that comes remotely close to what the folks at ZUGU have to offer. So this case that I'm about to unbox for everybody will soon be applied to my iPad. And here's what we know. In the world of protecting our iPads, we are looking for a few key characteristics, right? We, of course, want these cases to be durable. That's first and foremost. Wherever you're taking your iPad, you don't want to lose a $1,000 plus investment because it wasn't properly protected. So we've got to make sure that we're protecting our iPad thoroughly from elements, from drops, from spillages, from all the things that can damage tech. I don't know if you've ever given much thought to what you want from your iPad protective case. Of course, we want durability, but we also want some functionality and some excellent style. And the folks at ZUGU have put so much thought into all of this. It says ZUGU making a case for it since 2010. And you actually get a letter, or a note, I should say, from the CEO, Tim Angel, who's the founder. He says, "I want to thank you for choosing us at ZUGU. We're a small but mighty team of family and friends. Every day we strive for excellence in every case design because everyone deserves the opportunity to unlock the full potential of their iPad. So no matter what you do with your ZUGU case, I know it'll be amazing." And he's got a signature on there. And it's just really kind of cool that they take the time to put a personal touch on all of this. The packaging, by the way, of the case, it's really quite impressive, especially for those of you who may be in the area of gift buying. It's, as I record this, it's graduation season. There's never a bad time to buy a gift. So they've got it wrapped very, very nicely in the presentation stage. Then as we pull the case out, a couple of things that will catch your attention right away. Number one is it's not flimsy. This is a very durable, hefty case. So as we get ready to put the iPad into the case, I'm going to power it down because we'll be pressing on the screen a little bit, so you might as well have the power off. Now, here in the ZUGU case itself, there's, of course, a perimeter that's going to hold your iPad in place, but underneath the edges of that perimeter, there's a ridge. Your iPad's going to slide into there and snap down into place so that, and we'll give it a test out, so that it won't fall out really no matter what you do. So we should hear some things snapping into place. That's a good sign. It means it's getting underneath that ridge. And we're preparing for the security of the ZUGU case to take really good care of my expensive investment called the iPad. So it's in, and now check this out. I'm going to grab the back flap, and I'm trusting, right? I mean, I'm shaking this thing pretty good. It's not going anywhere. So let me take you on a quick tour of the case and what makes it special. First of all, here's the front. It is very durable. You're not going to damage anything, and it's got some real rigidity to it, which we like to see. On the back side, first and foremost, we see that the camera is completely unobstructed. We want to make sure that we can make full use of the really good camera on the iPad, in this case on the iPad 5th or 6th generation. Also, for those of you who use an Apple Pen, there is an expandable elastic holder on the back. It's kind of a neoprene material, so you can take your Apple Pen with you wherever you want to go. And by the way, that's not an Apple Pen that I was just showing you, but if it was, you also have an Apple Pen charger that fits right in here up the top and charges as it sits up here. That's a key thing to realize. Then we're going to open up the flap. And we're going to show you that from the back of the case is another flap. This is the magnetic flap. And it allows you to position your iPad at whatever angle you would like to use it. Maybe you're reading in bed. Maybe you're reading at work. Maybe you're trying to write on it, so you want to have it tilted down a little bit more. Whatever the case is, this is an extremely versatile system where you can put the latch into these notches that are about a ½ inch apart, all the way from here down to here. Now, there's one more feature in here that I think is worthwhile mentioning, and that is the magnetic capabilities of this case, because this back side has magnetic powers to it that allow you to take the iPad and mount it onto, well, a surface that's magnetic. So maybe you, sometimes when I'm working out, I will put this up on a nearby appliance where I want to see what's on the screen. Sometimes you just don't want to hold on to something and you realize I don't have to. I can stick it up here on the wall, or I can do whatever I want to with it. The ZUGU case allows for all of that. So I've been a ZUGU fan since the day I first discovered this brand. They do things right. They stand by their products. I want you to know that as well. If you have a problem with it, they will respond quickly, and they're very, very fair when it comes to taking care of their loyal customers. And at the same time, this case earns that reputation. This is a good case. I don't know what else you've tried. If there are others you've tried, feel free to leave it in the comments below. But what I would recommend is that as you look into protecting your iPad with the very best, I'd recommend that you give ZUGU a crack at that. If you have enjoyed this review, you could help us out a bit by doing two things. Number one, hit that subscribe button to become part of the Bill's Reviews and Tech Tips family. And number two, if you do decide to give ZUGU a chance, we've got an affiliate link for you in the description below. And if you use that link, you get the same price, but it gives us a couple of pennies back to help with our time for production and all of the things we do with this channel. If there's something else you'd like to see us review, please leave it in the comments below, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next time on Bill's Reviews and Tech Tips.